everyone, Kathy here from Dr. Hose. Welcome back to our live stream. If you have been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, this is our bi-weekly live stream. We go live every Tuesday to answer different questions about different themes, and every other Friday we are here to answer your questions. So this is our Ask Me Anything series. So if you have any questions about any Dr. Hose products that you were wondering about, please write them in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please head over to drhonow.com to join us in the chat. And don't forget, our Mother's Day promotion is going on right now. You can use the code LOVEYOUMOM for $50 off any item over $200. So don't forget to use that. So that's always fun too. We'll talk about that in a little bit, because right now I am going to answer a question that I see on social media all the time for Dr. Hose. If you don't know who I am, I'm Kathy. I host the live stream and our YouTube. I also am oftentimes the person who on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those great social media sites, and the person answering your questions. So one we get all the time is we have our Motionciser product that you can see I'm using right now. I'm enjoying very much. And we have our circulation promoter. And a lot of people are like, hey, they're foot things, they must do the same thing. Or they'll ask, you know, can I use a pacemaker with this one? Does this one do TENS? Can this help different things? So our AMA today is focused on what is the difference between some of our products, particularly our foot-related products. So hopefully I provide you with some information that is very helpful for you to use. And then again, if you have any questions, let me know. So let's start with what I'm using right now. This is the Motionciser, and I have to tell you, it's been quite nice to be prepping my show and just be sitting and getting a nice relaxing vibrations going up my legs. So the Motionciser is a passive motion exercise machine. Now, a lot of people, when they think of Dr. Hose, they think of our circulation promoter, which is the round one right there, and we use TENS therapy, EMS therapy, NMES therapy, and it's all powered by our automodulated pulses AMP proprietary technology. So that's that one. This is a little bit different. This is a passive motion exercise machine. So if you're watching and you're not really sure what that means, is basically the Motionciser allows you to get 10 different vibrational speeds, which kind of simulates walking. So if you have mobility issues, if perhaps you are stuck behind a desk all day, or maybe the weather's not great, you don't want to go out in the rain or in the snow or any like extreme heat temperatures that some people might be getting, or extreme cold here in Canada, this is fantastic because this allows you the ability to keep your joints moving, to get that exercise in. So you can always have, you know, a little motion while you're going. Oh, hello, Liz. You love walking when the weather isn't great. This would be so helpful. That's so true. So in Toronto, at least the last few weeks, it has been raining so much. So it's not always super pleasant to go out and get a walk. This is really nice because it does have 10 different speeds. So if you want something a little more intense, it does come with a remote and you can just turn the intensity up. The other thing I like is that it also has 5 different heat settings. So it's really nice for that because you can get 5 different heat settings. So if you're someone that has cold feet, this is perhaps something you'd really enjoy just for the soothing heat relief. So that's something people like as well. So that's the Motionciser, really great for moving. You can use it with your feet, use it with the remote. You can do 10 different speeds, so you can really get it going there. So I really like that we have this as an option for people. Does it work for plantar fasciitis? Sam, that's a fantastic question. So these are the types of questions we oftentimes get on our social media. So what the Motionciser is great for is obviously getting your joints moving, getting that ankle motion moving, getting, you know, the blood pumping as you're walking the same way you would if you were exercising. But for things like plantar fasciitis, for neuropathy, for those more medical-based conditions, that is something we normally recommend that people have had good results with is the circulation promoter. So let me turn the Motionciser off and we'll talk about the circulation promoter a bit. So the way the circulation promoter works is that it has those 3 different therapies that we talked about. So TENS, which is transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, that helps with, alleviating pain, relieving pain, especially related with arthritis. We have EMS, which is electrical muscle stimulation, and we have NMES, which is neuromuscular electrical stimulation. Now, that will help relax the muscles. That is what helps to increase circulation. So, these are all things that can really help when you have something like plantar fasciitis, when you're looking to relax the muscles, you're looking to relieve the pain, or maybe with neuropathy, if you're getting kind of that full achy feeling in your feet, or you are suffering from pain, the circulation promoter is generally what we suggest. So that's why we're doing this AMA, because a lot of people see that we have 2 different foot products, and we just want to help clarify, because these are a lot of great questions where, if you're looking to get a little more exercise, if you don't like really going out in inclement weather, if you have mobility issues, if you're stuck behind a desk all day, you just want to get a little more exercise in. The Motionciser is fantastic for that. And of course, like, the vibrations feel really, really nice. The heat feels really, really great. If you're looking to increase circulation in your legs and feet, if you are looking for relieving some of the pain. Oh, Sam, I'm so sorry to hear that. So Sam wrote that their plantar fasciitis flares up so bad that sometimes they have trouble walking. And I sympathize greatly with that, because that is one of those things that kind of robs us of joy, right? Like, you're in so much pain, you can't get out and you can't go do the things you like to do. So yeah, anything that would be help with that would be great. Yeah. So in your case, Sam, what we would say is you'd probably benefit from the circulation promoter, because it does have that TENS, so that you're getting that pain relief. It has the EMS and NMES, so you're increasing the circulation, you're getting the blood flowing in your feet, and of course you are relaxing the muscles. So this would be the thing. Heel spurs, great question, Stella. So again, if you have a condition that's caused by something else, where you're in pain and you're thinking like, oh gosh, is there anything that can help with the pain? The circulation promoter, or alternatively, we also have the circulation promoter pro. These are the products that we would recommend for you, because you're looking to help manage the symptoms of something. This is fantastic to really help manage the symptoms. So whether it is something like plantar fasciitis, which maybe you're having a kind of intense pain in the bottom of your feet. We have people with gout who likes to use this, neuropathy. Heel spurs, absolutely. Now, for an added level, Stella, so you can absolutely use the base plate, but don't forget that the circulation promoter comes with body pads, and it does come with a pad placement chart. So you can put these directly on your heels, one on either side of your heel. For a lot of people out there who maybe have calf or knee pain, this is also great for that, because you're going to be able to place the pads kind of directly over where you're having these issues. So these are fantastic questions. I'm so glad you guys are asking them. And we're getting a little bit of clarity on which system is best for what. Because our goal here at Dr. Hose is to provide you with the help you need to help manage those symptoms, to live your life to the fullest, and to get the relief that you need, so your pain isn't robbing you from doing, everyday things with your family. So you can go out, go be with your family, go do things, and the pain isn't stopping you. So these are great questions. Thank you so much for asking. So that is the circulation promoter. Now, a lot of people also ask, okay, so the Motionciser we've covered. This is passive motion exercise, great if you have mobility issues, anything like that. You have the circular one and pads, but wasn't sure if you could use it. Yes, Stella, please use the circulation promoter for your heel spurs. So actually, you'll forgive my awkwardness here. So for your heels, you can just take these 2 pads, like the small ones that you have there, and then put them on either side. Now make sure the pads don't touch. So put them on, I'm gonna hold this up awkwardly. Put them on either side of your heel, if it's just one in particular that's really bothering you. And then disconnect the controller from the base plate, attach it to the pads, and then slowly increase. So this is the big thing with, look at you, it's both. Yeah, doesn't it feel that way sometimes? So with the circulation promoter, you can do these 2 pads on 1 heel. So you might have to do 2 different sessions, Stella. Alternatively, if you did want to get something like the Circulation Promoter Pro, you could use 4 pads at once. But you might find that you're just really enjoying, like, okay, you'll do a 20-minute session with both feet on the base plate. And then you'll do a 10-minute session, pads on each heels, do them one at a time. And that should really kind of help when you're doing it on a regular basis. It should help alleviate a lot of the symptoms that you are experiencing. And don't forget, both the Motionciser and the Circulation Promoter, these are drug-free pain relief devices. So you don't have really restrictions like you can use it once a day or anything like that. You can use it as often as you need it. So we do kind of suggest, like, taking a break, not doing it 24/7, maybe taking a few minutes in between. But, it is really good for, let's say you're just going to sit for like 40 minutes, watch a TV show, maybe while you're having your morning coffee. You can get a couple sessions in right that. Now, Norman just asked a fantastic question. Does the circulation promoter have heat? It does not. Thank you for asking, Norman. So, Motionciser, 5 different heat settings, 10 different vibration settings. The circulation promoter has TENS, EMS, and NMES, muscle and nerve stimulation. It has 3 different modes, A, B, and C. It does not have heat. However, because it does have that NMES and it's allowing you to increase your circulation, you may find that your feet and legs will feel like they're warming up as the blood is pumping. So it doesn't have an external heat source like the Motionciser, but you may find with use that if you have cold feet because you have circulatory issues, it might help make your feet feel warmer. Stella wrote, oh, you are lucky. Both heels, flat feet. Wow. KT tape has been your only way to move. Currently experiencing top and inner side swelling. Oh man, Stella, you are really having it today. I would absolutely recommend use the circulation promoter. Take the KT tape off because you do want to ensure that you have good connection. Spray the circulation promoter with water or with our electrotherapy gel, just to make sure you're getting a good connection between your feet and the base plate and the pads. And then when you go out to do something, you can put your KT tape back on. Norman, thanks. You were looking at this for your 90-year-old. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. This is a fantastic gift. As we mentioned, Norman, at the top of the show, and I'll just throw it right up here again for you, like that. We do have our Mother's Day special going on right now, Norman. So if you're looking at this for your mother, Mother's Day is next week. We actually have our live stream on Tuesday is a special Mother's Day episode. But right now, until May 12th, you can actually use the code LOVEYOUMOM to save $50 off any purchase over $200. So Norman, if you're going to get this for her, please use the code, save some money. She still gets around better than most. I bet she does. Good for her at 94. She probably gets around better than I do. Stella, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for asking questions. That's why we do these Ask Me Anythings, because we know that you guys have questions and it's not always easy for everyone to pick up the phone and call. Maybe you don't feel like talking to someone. So we have these AMAs. You can ask your questions in the chat and we're more than happy to answer them for you. Don't forget, you can always ask us questions either via direct messaging or commenting on any of our social medias. So on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, now X, but I just still call it Twitter. It's at Dr. Ho Now. And it'll probably be me replying, but we have a wonderful customer care team so that if you did have do you like my socks? I specifically changed my whole outfit about my socks, Jill, so thank you for noticing. I think they're very fun. But you can reach our customer care team at 1-877-374-6669. They are a wonderful group of people, and they're also able to answer any questions that you may have. Liz, would any of the products help with swelling after activity in high heat weather, My ankles, calves have sometimes swell and become uncomfortable. I totally get that. And as we're transitioning into warmer weather, I completely understand where you're coming from, Liz. So yes, with the circulation promoter, oftentimes that can help with swelling because you are increasing the circulation in the area because you're relaxing the muscles. So if you do get ankles and calves that swell, you might want to grab the circulation promoter, or alternatively, the Circulation Promoter Pro, because it does come with those circulation sleeves, which unfortunately I don't have sitting here with me. That's my mistake. But the sleeves actually fit directly on the calf or on your knees. So that is a great option for you. If you know specifically that calves are an issue for you, you might want to grab the circulation sleeves because they fit perfectly around your calf, and that will help, increase the circulation specifically to that area, or it'll help relax the muscles specifically in that area. That is a great question, Liz. So thank you for asking. Stella, one would think having heel spurs, pain in the heel. Mine is the ball of the foot and the top area. Okay, so with the pads, you can put them on the heel like I showed you before. You can put them on the ball of your foot, but the bottom of our feet and the palms of our hands, like same as Band-Aids, they don't really stick great. So that is where I would use the base plate if I were you, Stella. So make sure you're spraying lots of water for the bottom of your feet, put on the base plate. And then for the tops, again, use the 2 pads. Thank you, Edwin. Guys, Edwin's so great. Edwin, you see him in the chat there, and he just brought me the circulation sleeves because he's an all-star. So these are the circulation sleeves. Let me just get back to Stella's thing. So Stella, with the small pads, you can put them on the top of your feet too, just like that, okay? Now, obviously not with socks on, my socks that Jill loves, but just on top of your feet like that, you can put them right on. Just make sure they're not touching, okay? All right. Let's see. Okay, so the circulation sleeve. Back to Liz. Okay, the circulation sleeves are here, okay? So when you put them on, you can actually wrap them either around the calf or over the knee. So when you're using them, your choice, they do have kind of fabric inside. Let's see here that I can open them up for you to see. There we go. So you can see right here. So you're going to spray these with the electrotherapy gel that comes with the Circulation Promoter Pro. And you're going to either put it on your calf like this, or you're going to wrap it around your knee like this. So if you particularly, this is not the therapy and support band. This is a different product. So this is actually a brand new product, Liz. Thank you so much for asking. That comes with the Circulation Promoter Pro, with the Circulation Promoter Pro, which is a brand new product that we just launched this year. So just as a comparator here, because we're showing you all the differences today with our AMA, this is the Pain Therapy Elite device. So you can see it has 2 ports. I'll try and get it closer there for you. And it has the ability to turn on 2, so you can control them separately. So you can actually plug the sleeves into one side and the base plate into the other. Now, this is our traditional circulation promoter, the one that we've been having for like over 20 years. So that's the circulation promoter there. Now, you can see, obviously, they look very different. The Pain Therapy Elite device does have a few more modes. It has a pause button, a light. You can have 2 ports instead of 1. And of course, the circulation promoter has that 1 port. So you'd be doing just the base plate or just the pads. So again, we're here to give you options. Jesse has asked if we can show the products again. Absolutely, Jesse. That's why we have these AMAs. We are here to help. So the Circulation Promoter and the Circulation Promoter Pro both have TENS, which is transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. They both have EMS, which is electrical muscle stimulation, and they both have NMES, which is neuromuscular electrical stimulation. These will help relieve pain, particularly if you suffer with arthritis, maybe in your feet and ankles. It will help relax the muscles because of that EMS and NMES, and it does help increase circulation. So as we were talking about, it can help kind of, bring circulation to a certain area, and also helps with swelling a lot of the time. Now, the Motionciser, which I'm more than happy to demonstrate because it's lovely to use, uses passive motion exercise. So passive motion exercise is the idea that you're able to move your joints, move your feet, move your ankles in, we've got 10 different vibration settings. This is really great if you're stuck behind a desk all day, if the weather's not been great, like here in Toronto, we were talking about how it's been raining a lot. You maybe don't want to go out and go outside and go for a walk. It's easy to do while sitting, while watching television, while you're having your morning coffee, anything like that. And it does have 5 different heat settings. So if you're someone who constantly is suffering with cold feet, those heat settings oftentimes do feel really, really nice and soothing to the muscles in your feet and toes. So thank you, everyone. We are so thrilled with your questions today. Keep them coming if you still have them. Now, Liz asked a question of, is this the therapy and support band product? So, Liz, we do have the therapy and support band, and it absolutely will work with either the circulation promoter or the circulation promoter pro. The difference is the therapy and support band has one plug. So when you're using it, you can just treat one area at a time. So it can be what you're treating with your circulation promoter. It can be one of the things you're treating with your pain therapy, with your circulation promoter pro. The difference is the 2 circulation sleeves are attached to one wire. So let me try and get that a little bit closer there for you. So that means you can use both of them at the same time. So because it's on one wire, you can do both calves at the same time. You can do both knees at the same time. So again, as a brand new product, we're always trying to make our products better, listen to our customers, listen to people who need help. And one of the things they said was, oh man, I wish, the therapy and support band's great because it targets a particular area. I wish that I could do 2 at once. So we managed to figure out a way where you can have both circulation sleeves going at the same time and only using one port. So picture this, you could actually using the Circulation Promoter Pro, one port will be used on this side here, where you can control the intensity on one side. And then the other side is using the circulation sleeves on both your knees. So you're getting all sorts of stuff going on, which is fantastic. So yeah, definitely worth looking into, especially if you're getting to the point where, a lot of things are getting sore all at once and you want to kind of treat a whole bunch of things all at once. I highly recommend that. And yes, Edwin, thank you. Both come with the sticky pads. So both the Circulation Promoter and the Circulation Promoter Pro come with, and it depends on which package you're using. So comes with the little pads, comes with the big pads. So much easier to understand. Yes, that's the fun thing about these live streams, Jessie, is that we get the opportunity to show you how the systems work, but also just talk about like how you use it in your home and when you'd use it and why you'd use it. And I think oftentimes, when you're scrolling through Facebook and you get an ad or something, one picture doesn't often kind of really help show you everything that you're going to get with one of these systems. So I'm truly so glad that you joined us today and that you asked your question, and we can really showcase for everyone, I see this product, I see all 3 of these products are for feet, but what is the difference between all of these products? Why would I want one over the other? Or, we've been talking about our Mother's Day live stream coming up on Tuesday. Give the gift of relief. That's a wonderful thing that you can give someone where you're thinking about, okay, I know how maybe I'd want to use it, but what about my loved ones? How would they want to use a system like that? How could this help them in their everyday life? So that is why we do these. I hope that everyone here will join us on Tuesday, May 7th? May 7th? That sounds right. Tuesday, May 7th at noon. We will be going through all of our products. And of course, we encourage everyone to use that code LOVEYOUMOM to save $50 off our orders over $200 or more. And yes, so the promo will end May 12th, which I believe is Mother's Day. So it'll end after that. And, you know, we think that giving the gift of relief is really something that shows that you care, that shows that you're paying attention, you know, like the 94-year-old mom that you're shopping for there. Something that lets them know that you're thinking about them and you're thinking about the things that they might be struggling with, or you see that they're in pain and then they feel seen. So we are so glad that we can share that with you today up until May 12th, and that we hope everyone will join us on Tuesday, May 7th, so that we can chat a little bit more about some of our great products, and who knows, maybe I will wear more fun socks for everyone to enjoy. Who knows what Tuesday will bring. Norman has written, how hard is the remote to use? Easy to understand. Your mother is older and has trouble with gadgets. Norman, which remote? Are you talking about the Motionciser, or are you talking about the circulation promoter? You know what? I'll show you both. It doesn't matter. Here is, first I'm going to turn off. As I lean forward and vibrate, it feels very funny. So this is the remote for the, how close can I get here? This is the remote for the Motionciser. So it's literally on off, a plus sign to increase the speed, a minus sign to decrease the speed. Now those were 10 settings. And then you can see the degrees of heat, plus, minus. So we've got 5 different settings there. So as far as using a remote goes, this is very straightforward, because it's literally plus for more intensity or more heat, minus for less intensity, less heat. So that is a great question, Norman. The circulation promoter, let me move the Motionciser right here. Here we go. This is, oh, is it getting into focus? There we go. This is the circulation promoter. There we go. So using the circulation promoter, we've got the ability to turn it on there. And that is what you're going to use to turn the system on and off. Then we've got 3 different modes, A, B, C, and we have, what is it, 10, 20, and 40. So honestly, as far as ease of use, Norman, for the circulation promoter, it is a dial at the side so that they can slowly increase the intensity, and it's only 2 buttons. 1 button is the mode, and 1 button is the timer. So very, very straightforward, easy to use. The Pain Therapy Elite device is a little more buttons and whirls here. So we have 2 of the dials. We still have that mode and timer button. We also have a pause button and a light. So 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons and 2 dials. Ken now has a question. Any way to test the 4 electrodes on the Neck Pain Pro to see if they're all working? Okay, so the first troubleshooting thing we suggest, Ken, with the Neck Pain Pro is take a damp cloth, and you're going to make sure you can kind of dampen it with like a little bit of soapy water. You're not going to dunk it or anything. You're going to take a cloth and you're going to wash all 4 of those fabric electrodes. The reason we say this is people love using the electrotherapy gel, but every time they use it, if they're not washing it right after, like wiping it down after, the gel can build up, and then maybe you might not feel the sensation as strongly. So the first thing we're going to suggest is taking a damp cloth and wiping down all of those electrodes to clean them off and make sure there's nothing kind of between you and your skin. The next step would spray them down with water, or again with the electrotherapy gel, but for testing purposes, spray them down with water. And instead of putting it on your neck, you can actually just use your hands. Make sure you use 2 hands, 1 on each kind of electrode, and you can test them out that way just to see if you're feeling the sensation, you're feeling it come through. Most of the time, it's usually just that sweat and skin and gel have built up on the electrodes. So that's why the first thing we do. The next step, if that's still not working, please call our customer care team. So you can reach them at 1-877-374-6669, and they can walk through and troubleshoot a few other things with you just to kind of test things out, maybe it's the wire, maybe it is something else. So they can do a question and answer with you just to kind of try a few different things. And that's why we have such a great customer care team. Stella has a random question. If you have any of these previous models, is there an available upgrade credit? One of my friends has one they got from the CNE and hasn't used it yet. Why haven't they used it yet, Stella? They should be using it and getting all sorts of relief. That is a really good question. I'm going to look over this way and ask Edwin. Edwin's going to answer you in the chat, Stella, because he is the go-to guy for questions like that. So he will be the one to answer that in the chat for you. Oh, and then I see Edwin. See, Edwin's been responding to Ken. He's so great. Okay. So yes, you can, oh, that's a good point. You can join us in the live chat on our website, or you can call the customer care team. And yes, it's us. It's me and Edwin, Stefan and Shiji. There's a bunch of people here that would be happy to help you out. So please give us a call or enter the chat, and you can ask these great questions and chat with one of us about your specific inquiry. Yeah, there you go. Stella, Edwin can help your friend. I hope that they enjoy using their system soon. It's a shame that they got it and they haven't been getting all that wonderful relief this whole time. So you're very welcome, both to Ken and to Stella. So we are so glad that you guys were able to, Cal. Well, Dr. Ho, hi, Cal. Yes, Dr. Ho is traveling right now. So that's why you're getting me on a regular basis. He's a hard guy to nail down. He's always out creating great new products, like the circulation sleeves is a new product that came out this year. I will tell you something, Cal, though not this week, but the week after, we do have special guest, Rosalie Brown will be joining us for our episode where we're talking about how you can do fitness from the comfort of your home. She's going to be showing us thank you, Cal. She's going to be showing us some exercises that you can do from a chair. So again, making sure, like Dr. Ho does say, movement is medicine. So making sure you can stay moving, even if you or maybe have mobility issues, or maybe you just can't get out and do the things you used to. So we will be having other guests. If there's someone else that you'd like to see with us, we'd certainly love to hear from you if you've got some ideas for a topic that you're really, really interested in. First time in the live, Stella. Rosalie. Yes, Rosalie Brown's amazing. So, Dr. Ho and Rosalie go way, way back because they've both been guests at the Shopping Channel since the early 90s. So they're both regulars there. So yes, I mean, Rosalie will be joining us in 2 weeks' time on May 23rd, 19th. Guys, time is hard for me. 16th? 14th? 14th. Thanks, Edwin. Guys, these live streams would not happen without Edwin. He's great. Yes, so don't miss the show with Rosalie. We're so excited to have her join us. She will be joining us live from her studio at her house. Cal, you brought your first 90s. That's amazing. So time flies for real. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, Dr. Ho's always out creating all these great new products for us to enjoy. So he's not always available to do kind of regularly scheduled programming, but that's what we're here for. We're here to take your questions, take your suggestions. We want to hear from you on, specific products that we can have for you to help make your life easier, to help you live your life without pain, and to really bring you relief. So I think that is all the time we have today. Just a reminder to everyone, this Tuesday, May 7th, we will be doing our Mother's Day show where inside of the products, our foot products that we have here, we will be talking about kind of head to toe pain relief. Happy weekend to everyone, to you as well, Stella. So yeah, join us on May 7th, Tuesday at noon. And don't forget, from now until May 12th, you can use that Love You Mom code to get $50 off your Dr. Ho's products for any order over $200. So I love these chats. Thank you so much for chatting with us today, everyone. And I hope you will all come back on Tuesday and we can chat about stuff then. Okay? Until then, we will see you next time, everyone. Bye.